Mr. Vinod Sharma, to you first. We've seen the BJP project this as a victory for Modi. They're clearly elated by what the court has ordered today. But is that really the case in your reading of today's developments?
You see, we have got three bits of interpretations on this judgment. One is, of course, from the BJP, the another is from the Congress, and the third is from the left parties. That's the political spectrum. And the fourth interpretation is from the Citizens for Peace and Justice. The interpretation of the left parties, the Citizens for Peace and Justice, and that of the Congress is similar. And because these three interpretations are similar, they are vastly different from that of the BJP. My personal interpretation as a political analyst, I'm not a jurist or a legal luminary, is that I think that Mr. Modi, in order to secure an exoneration, will have to pass through the same process as Zakir Jafri. So I think that his image, insofar as his role in the riots was concerned, will remain under a cloud so long as, through the due process of law, as has been directed by the Supreme Court, he secures
because the case is still an open case. It's gone back to the trial court.
You see, trial court, the appellate court, which is the High Court, and then the Supreme Court itself. The Supreme Court will have to pass a judgment on this in order to exonerate or hold Mr. Modi responsible.
So he's not been exonerated yet, in your view. Mr. Sheshadri Chari, then, did the BJP jump the gun by saying that he's off the hook, he's got a clean sheet, or do you still stand by that position?
I'm not going into the legal aspects of the case, because the entire report, the judicial verdict, we have to read it carefully. But on the first instance, what comes to my mind is, I would slightly like to correct you. We have never said that we are elated. It's not a question of elation. We never went to the Supreme Court.
You said it's a vindication.
We have a vindication, yes, because we have always held that for 9 years here was a set of people who with vengeance were gunning for one individual in this whole country and blaming him squarely as if he has been sitting in a room and plotting over each and every killing and everything. And here the Supreme Court and the SIT says there is no evidence whatsoever against Narendra Modi, which we have been saying all along.
But that's not what the court said.
The court has very clearly said.
The court has said the trial court has to look at whether his role has to be proved. The amicus curiae report is the complete opposite of the SIT's report.
The trial court has to look into that. In any case,
then he's technically not exonerated, is he?
In any case, it is for the trial court now. It's an open case, we admit. It's for the trial court to go into that. But there is no evidence. The Supreme Court has very clearly said. The SIT has also said the same thing.
The SIT has said.
The SIT has said it, and now the SIT has been asked to help the trial court in the probe further.
But there's also the amicus curiae report which says that it's wrong for the SIT to say there's no case.
Mr. Chari, one thing, Ms. Chari would agree with me that in politics, when you are in public life, it is not just a court's exoneration. As Chief Minister of Gujarat, he may not be, I assume that even if he is not accountable, he is responsible for what happened in the state. That is very clear. And insofar as the responsibility is there, then one has not even heard a murmur of remorse from the Honorable Prime Minister, of the Honorable Chief Minister, over what happened in Gujarat in 2002. I think that was the least that the Chief Minister should do, even if he gets exonerated by the Supreme Court or the court of this land.
There have been many cases against all these riot victims and all the perpetrators of riot, and some of the people have already, those who were found guilty of the carnage that was originally committed in Sabarmati train case, they have been punished. Those who were later on involved have also been punished. There have been Congress MLAs and corporators who have also been found to be part of the rioting mob, and they have also been punished. The whole lot of cases taken place. In these 9 years, a number of cases have been settled.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.